This game is toss ring on bottle. I would say it is maybe 99% luck and 1% skill. 哇，真的很难。Hello, I'm Joyce and I'm the show director at Uncle Ringo. Hi, I'm Joyce and I'm with Uncle Ringo. I have been with Uncle Ringo for 12 years. I started off doing largely sales and then marketing. I have touched on most aspects of the business before in my past 12 years. So we operate a lot in night market. We travel around Singapore, so it's very heartwarming when I go to a place and then I hear people, oh, Uncle Ringo is here, you know, Uncle Ringo is back. That gives me a feeling that, you know, it is something that people look forward to. Usually each engagement is 2 weeks or a month. So when I hear people say things like that, it makes me feel happy. My dad, who actually founded this company, he is still very dedicated to his job and he's very hands-on, very hardworking. So he's working almost all the time, and to spend time with me, what he did was to bring me along. So I was like always with him in his events, in his carnival. Yeah. So I have a childhood memory of a lot of fun stuff. Yeah. Most significant memory with me and my dad, I like to touch on, is something that when I was younger, I didn't understand. You know, we'll be in a carnival and I'll see parents pulling their kids away or say things like, oh, last ride, we have to go. And that was something I didn't understand then. But then, I mean, obviously now, I know, right? Like, we all have our own schedules to move on with, and sometimes your kid just doesn't want to budge from a place. I didn't understand that because I spent my whole day at the carnival, like playing rides and all that while my dad was at work. I am proud of what my dad has built, and he has put in a lot of hard work. I see the future in his business, and also because it is who I am. What I grew up in is basically me. He started the business when I was born because he felt like there was not much entertainment for children then. Every good business, there must be a strong team behind it, and you can have like the fanciest hardware and all that, but if you do not have the people, say, to maintain it, to market it, to operate it well, it isn't a good business. What we went through in the past 2 years is to be very cautious and to pay a lot of attention to your financial standing, because the economy is always changing, and sometimes things come unexpectedly, so must always be prepared for that. Lastly, more related to the industry that we are in, it will be the safety aspects of our operations. So not just to take care of the safety of our patrons, that is very important, but also the safety of our team, because back to my first point, the people are what drives the business. A successful event, what does it mean to me? Definitely one where at the end of the day, people who attend the event, our fair goers, leave with a smile. That's what the business is all about. That's why we have our slogan, the fun never ends. I know sometimes the games may be a little challenging, like sometimes people try and then they don't get what they want, the prize, but you know, there are other elements. We try to mix in certain games that are sure wins, so there's definitely a takeaway for them. Yeah. We work on weekends, so that is tough as a parent. But for my children, I'm sure they enjoy their time here as well. Yeah, my younger one is too young he's 1, so. But my older daughter, yeah, she enjoys coming to the carnival. There is a bit of manual work in what I do, and obviously there are certain stereotypes that, you know, maybe you as a female you cannot do this, or you won't be able to do this as well, whether it's a stereotype or not. Yeah, so there are challenges, and sometimes certain roles are done by males in the past, so it is difficult for people to accept that a female can be doing it as well. I think traditionally there are certain roles that females do pretty well. I'm accountancy trained. So I remember at one time during my event, a train broke down and I had to do some troubleshooting. And at the end of which, I managed to get the train back running, of course with the help of my technician who was not on site, but he guided me over the phone. So I was impressed by myself. I still remember very vividly, it was the year where there were new regulatory controls that were rolled out, and my dad came to me, he said that, oh, this is one area that I can't manage. I don't think I can do it myself. And at the same time, it was what I was doing back in my previous job. Risk assessments, making sure controls are in place, risks are mitigated, and yeah, so it definitely did help. Yeah. Joining Uncle Ringo has always been in our plans, me and my dad. It was just when. So we have been planning for it, but he always still believed that I should always be, what they say, working outside, right? And so I did. So for people who are looking to do a change, I'd say to really think through it. It is a big decision, especially if you are going into an industry that is very different. Do not make an impulsive decision. Like, you know, maybe they think that this is a trend to do this now, let me jump on. Yeah. So this year we introduced the Showmaster. So that's the brand new arm of Uncle Ringo, and the Showmaster is also the one presenting the Great Bay Fiesta where we are at today. The Showmaster's main objective is to bring maximum entertainment to the masses. In 2019, Uncle Ringo, we brought in our first circus show. How it started was my dad and we caught a movie. I'm sure you've heard of it, The Greatest Showman. And we walked out of the cinema and we were saying, why don't we have something like that in Singapore, like a travelling circus? And it's not just a circus because it's so related to carnival, amusement rides, which is what we're doing. It's entertainment for the family. Uncle Ringo is always remembered to be one offering a nostalgia carnival ride, and yes, there still is a market for it, but what we notice is the children that grow up with Uncle Ringo, as they grow older, they need fresher, newer entertainment, and that's how the Showmaster is born, where our focus will be new experiences, new festivals. We travel around the world, now we can again, to explore new entertainment options for our people. My name is Joyce, and this is why I do what I do.